Xiao Xiao. Zhang Wei. Why, do you love me so much? Then give me your void crystal. June 14th, 2035. Earth is suddenly attacked by alien meteorites. The meteorites carry terrifying energy, causing a global magnetic field distortion. Some unknown living metal virus infects every vehicle on Earth. All machines and cars become mech beasts, slaughtering humanity. In just 3 days, the population drops to tens of millions. The pain, it's real. I've returned to 10 years ago, 3 days before the machines descend. In my past life, my sports car awakened into the most useless, fragile mecha. Fine. After 10 years of scraping by, wading through seas of blood, I finally obtained an epic-grade void crystal by chance. But just as I was about to fuse with it, my ex-girl friend poisoned me. She stole my void crystal. Xiao Xiao, why? Haha. Zhang Wei, you love me so much. Surely you'd give it to me, right? Huh. Current time, June 14th, 2035, 3:15 p.m. Time until the machines descend. 2 days, 8 hours, 45 minutes. The meteor shower that changes humanity's fate will tear across the night sky at midnight in 3 days. Darling, didn't you go to modify the car? We agreed to pick out wedding dresses tonight. Darling, why aren't you saying anything? Killing him now is too easy. I want you to struggle in despair in the mud. Han Xiao wedding dress. Ah. Why? You promised me. I'm selling the house. What? Zhang Wei, are you insane? That's our wedding home. The penthouse at Jinxiu Riverside. You can't just sell it. Do you have another woman out there? I'm starting a business. I need capital, fast. The house is in my name. I've already contacted the agent. Contract signs this afternoon. No, I don't agree. You bastard. If you dare sell it, I'll kill myself. I want half the money too. The money was for this house. I drained my parents' inheritance for it, and served these 2 siblings like a dog. This life, that money will become the first cornerstone of my throne. Driver, head to the largest used heavy truck market. Also, stop by a pharmacy on the way. Time is short. I must liquidate all assets quickly. I need to buy the strongest, the heaviest vehicle. Sir, looking for a car? We just got a few used Volvos. No used. I want a brand new one, top spec. Must be a domestic heavy industry custom build. Plenty of power. High ground clearance. Most importantly, the frame must be tough. Domestic custom build. In my past life's memories, this obsidian was never bought. On the night the machines descended, it awakened on its own in the showroom. It became a rampaging, masterless beast that swept through half the industrial park. In the end, the military had to use heavy firepower to barely suppress it. If I can tame it. Sir, this truck is for display only, and the base price is 3.8 million. With the full off-road package, I'll give you 5 million. Provided you can fully modify this truck according to my blueprints within 3 days. 5 million. That's a huge order, but modifying it will require an assessment. And these blueprints. Replace all windows with bulletproof glass. Add barbed wire fencing. Remove the cargo box. Convert it into a fully sealed living compartment. Also install an independent generator. Sir, are you planning to drive this to war? I'll transfer the money immediately. I'll pick it up in 2 days. And no problem. As long as the money's there, our factory manager will weld it himself. Next, I sell the house, stocks, and cars at a loss. But I demand cash for everything. In hand, 13 million. I immediately buy massive amounts of diesel, canned food, vegetable seeds, and other supplies. Finally, I stockpile enough for the apocalypse. Zhang Wei, you bastard. $6 million, and you bought a piece of junk truck and turned it into this monstrosity. Zhang Wei, are you sick? Stop wasting words on him. Just smash it and sell it for scrap. Buy me a Ferrari. Ah. You hit him. I'll let go. Zhang Wei, what are you doing? Let go of Xiao Su. Listen carefully. This truck is my life. Touch it again, and I'll shove you under the tires and flatten you. Now get lost. Ah. Zhang Wei, you've changed. Our 7 years of love. Does it mean nothing compared to a stupid truck? 7 years, Han Xiao? Feelings, in the world that's coming. They're garbage not even a dog would eat, while you can still run. Go buy your Ferrari. Hope you're still smiling in 2 days. You can't wait either, can you? Mr. Zhang, this thing is a beast. The whole body is reinforced by 8 tons. But this V8 engine, after our ECU tuning, not only did power not drop, torque actually increased by 15%, but the fuel consumption. It burns money just idling. The fish scale weld pattern is clear and even. This is the craftsmanship of a top-tier welder. Fuel isn't a problem. Thanks. In my past life, after the machines descended, a meteorite carrying a legendary grade crystal landed on Pioneer Mountain. That crystal sealed a passive skill called Superpower Combat Enhancement. In the past, that skill was devoured by a mutated wild brown bear. After fusing with the legendary crystal, its strength increased 100-fold. One swipe of its paw could shatter a main battle tank. It became the nightmare overlord of northern Chuan City. It wasn't until 3 years later, at the cost of 3 top-tier human experts falling, that it was barely killed. This time, that god-level skill must be mine. Whoa, this guy's here to camp too. And that thing? Haha. Did he move his whole house here? Probably some survival nut. Lots of paranoid people these days. Hey, what's that lunatic doing? Hey man. That's illegal, you know? If someone gets hurt, there will be beasts out here tonight. If you don't want to die, get back in your car. Psycho. Last 30 minutes. Why does the sky look red? Here it comes. Not meteors. It's the spark of the machine descent. Come on, let this damned world. Whether it's destruction or rebirth. Come at me harder. Help. Haha. Fools. Carbon-based host detected. Establishing mental link. Vehicle scan. Obsidian custom build. Heavy industrial grade. All metal construction. Activating body vitalization. Awakening successful. Deploying mechaform. Mechaform deployed. Mecha Obsidian, LV1, combat power 150. This power. It's been too long. What is this? Teeth are growing here. Help. Why did my car turn into a monster? If the host's mental strength isn't strong enough, or the vehicle's compatibility is poor, this backlash is common. Save me. Since the mutation failed, then hand over your crystals. Courting death. Killed LV1 electric chicken. Found crystal shards X10. Devour? Devour. Too little. These trash mobs. Killing 1,000 won't even level me up. Now the real feast arrives. Legendary grade crystal. Haha. Come on, then. Last life, that brown bear was held down by the rat tide, badly wounded, which gave humanity an opening. But this time, this is his turf. Come on, little rats. Let's see if your teeth are harder, or my traps are. This life. The throne is mine. Legendary energy source detected. Fusing. Fusion progress, 10%, 50%. Superpower 100%. Congratulations. Host obtained unique legendary passive skill. Permanent forced combat enhancement. Haha. Ding. Fusion complete. Congratulations. Host obtained unique. Legendary passive, super combat enhancement. Attribute panel updated. Killed 342 mech rats. Gained plus 3,420 EXP. Congratulations. Level up to LV2, LV3. That's the chosen one, Zhang Tao. Oh. Last life, I was just a grunt under Zhang Tao. Watching that war god's back. Watching him pilot that nuclear-powered mech, saving the world again and again. Zhang Tao, you're a hero. You're a righteous man. And because you're righteous, you're too slow. Last life, you damaged your engine, saving a bus full of civilians, and nearly died. Top-tier resources like that are wasted on you. This life, since I'm the villain, let me use it for you. To save the world. I'll borrow your heart. Thrusters at full output. Ah. He's insane. He's lost it. Transforming, heavy truck mode. Target, Eastern Suburb Military Freight Station. Ah. You're asking for it. Ah. Killed LV1 mutant taxi. Gained plus 15 EXP. All worthless scrap metal. Faster. Faster. Zhang Tao's fusion takes 3 full hours. This is the only chance. If he wakes up. Taking that engine would cost us both. This so-called defense line is paper thin. Sorry, Commander. Right now, you can't handle him. Rather than let him sleep in your hands for 3 hours, let me take him and wreak havoc down south. Warning, high energy reaction detected. Target core is unstable. External defense mechanisms activated. Under counterattack. That all you got? A tickle? In the future, against those deep sea, giant armored sea beasts, humanity needs cannon fodder. And it needs single-minded heroes, like Zhang Tao at the front. Killing him would be a waste. Stay quiet. Epic component found. Dual cycle core engine, inactive. He's mine now. Don't move. This isn't your property. Come out. Warning, hand temperature critical. Please secure immediately. Zhang Tao. Open your eyes and look outside. Order has collapsed. From now on, only the strong own property. Opening chest storage bay. Obtained core component, dual cycle core engine. Current environment is not safe. Deep fusion modification unavailable. Recommend finding a safe location for surgical installation. That's enough. You'll still survive. But this time, you'll never become a god. As compensation for taking your heart, Zhang Tao has no defenses now. He's dead for sure. Let me clear the field for you. Survive. The road ahead is long. I need an audience like you. 1:15 a.m. Less than 2 hours until that nightmare moment from last life. That's when the rat tide truly erupts. What we met at Xinfeng Mountain was just the Vanguard Scout Force. Last life, Chuan City fell half on day 1. Because this Rat King led countless rats in a full assault, and that Rat King drops the one piece of gear I need most right now. There. That's the Rat King's lair. Help. Is anyone there? We're on the second ring road. The car broke down. So many dogs. Stay back. That voice sounds familiar. Han Xiao. What a small world. Last life, at this moment, I was like a dog. Protecting Han Xiao. Getting torn apart by those mech dogs. Second ring road, huh? Zhang Wei, it's me, Han Xiao. I'm on the second ring road. I'm surrounded by monsters. Come save me. Perfect. Let me test the new gear's intimidation factor on you. Sis, what do we do? Why won't this piece of junk move? How should I know? That dealer lied to me. Said it was a godly car. Sis, call Zhang Wei. Didn't he buy a big truck? He's definitely fine. Tell him to come save us. I blocked his number. You idiot. Why would you block him now? Call him. Zhang Wei. We're here. Save us. Zhang Wei. Please save me. Since you love sports cars so much, enjoy the convertible feature. Honk 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 honk. Honk honk honk. Come on, then. Since you love to bite, I'll shatter every last tooth. Electromagnetic pulse ring, on. Warning, hull temperature rising. Energy consumption too fast. I need to force that big one out. Super combat enhancement. Overdrive, engage. Ah. Warning, elite class creature detected. Name, Fisher Rat King. Level, LV5. Skills, Ren Strike, High Frequency Sonic Wave, Toxic Tail Stinger. Finally decided to show yourself. In the apocalypse, this is the undisputed Overlord class existence. Normal players are still struggling at LV1, with combat power under. Even me. If I hadn't grabbed that legendary crystal, facing this monster with a combat power of 348, the only option was to flee. But now, though only 70 points higher, in high-level battles, this is the deciding factor. Trying to play tactical games. Too bad I'm cheating. Thrusters at maximum power. Earth Burrow. The Rat King's most disgusting skill is Earth Split Strike. It can move at high speed underground. Then from the opponent's weakest point, beneath their feet, or from behind, it delivers a fatal blow. Alert, target trace lost. Warning, underground vibrations detected. There. So fast. Get down here. Strike while the iron's hot. Warning, sensor overload. Balance system failure. Damn it. You beast. It's not installed yet. But borrowing a bit of energy should be fine. Nuclear pulse release. Now it's my turn. Out of strength? Then taste mine. Full power takeoff. Goodbye. This is what they call a palm strike from the heavens. Finally got it. Eliminated B5 Elite Rat King. Experience gained, plus 5,000. Congratulations. Level up to B4. Loot obtained, Void Crystal. Advanced Earth Power. Loot obtained, Personal Equipment, Lightning War Spear. This is a true grass-cutting god-tier weapon. However, after beating the boss, time to upgrade. System initiating first evolution recombination. Target form. Heavy Fortress Type 2. High concentration Earth element primal crystal detected. Matches evolution sequence. Recombination program initiated. LV5. In my past life, it took me a full year to reach this level. And now, it took less than 3 hours. This is the apocalypse. There's always someone who thinks they've awakened, that a broken car makes them the chosen one. Boss, that monster seems to have stopped moving. That's the badass who killed the Rat King. There's gotta be good stuff in that car. Strike while he's down. Surround the car. Don't let him escape. Listen up, you in there. Get out of the car now. Hand over all your crystals and equipment, or I'll grind you and your car into meat paste. Wait, why is the car getting bigger? Run, run. Since you're here, stay and be fertilizer. Thunder sweep. A bunch of trash. Hold the line. We must hold. If we can last until dawn, we can break out. Captain, the right flank is falling. There are too many of those mech dogs. Please, take me with you. I'll do anything. Young Masterly, I'm so scared. You'll protect me, right? Don't worry, with me here. These monsters won't touch a single hair on you. Wah. Ah. Young Master Lin, fire the cannon. Shut up. I'm aiming. Yes, sir. A Gundam? No. That's Zhang Wei. That's Zhang Wei's truck. He's alive. He's gotten stronger. Brother Wei, is that you? It's me, Xiao Xiao. I knew you'd come save me. I knew you couldn't bear to lose me. As long as I latch onto this big shot, I'll be. They know each other? They know each other. Great. Reinforcements. Bro, save us. Take us with you. That mech is too powerful. Just its sheer presence made my vehicle's system blare. An extreme danger red alert. Brother Wei, open the hatch. I know I was wrong. I was immature before. I shouldn't have fought with you. But I did it for our future. Look how miserable I am now. Brother-in-law. Brother-in-law, I knew you were the best. That guy is useless. You're the real deal. Let us up. This place is filthy. You said you know you were wrong? Yes, I know I was wrong. I swear I'll listen to everything you say from now on. Tell me to go east. I won't go west. Activating external speakers. Hanshao. Brother Wei, I'm here. You said you know you were wrong? Yes. I know I was wrong. I swear I'll listen to everything you say. Tell me to go east. I won't go west. Preparing to jump. Thruster overclock, 120%. Good. Since you know you were wrong, then pay the price. What price? Scram. Suppression released. Brother Wei, what do you mean? Aren't you here to save us? Heh, save you? I was just passing through. Thought I'd drop by and watch you die. Zhang Wei, you can't do this. I'm your wife. You can't just watch me die. Brother-in-law. You're a monster. You have all this power. Why won't you save us? Enjoy this feast. This is my final gift to you. Zhang Wei, I curse you. I'll haunt you even in death. Revenge? No. This is more than just revenge. The road ahead is long. Zhang Tao will rise again, in another form. Next stop, Chuan City Zoo. The zoo, a true proving ground for the strong. Not only are there mutated mechanical beasts, but also that man, Zhang Tao. Even though I stole his core engine, I know that man won't go down so easily. The inertia of fate is terrifying. Zhang Tao will definitely rise again, in another way. Come on. Since I've already taken your heart, I don't mind taking everything else too. This world only needs one God. This is the prelude to the great evolution era. In my past life, these plant metal flowers wouldn't spread until the third day. But in this life, because I seized the legendary void crystal, it seems to have triggered a butterfly effect, accelerating the entire process. Warning, high-energy plant reaction detected ahead. Recommend detour. Warning, it's iron vine. An extremely troublesome, mutated mechanical plant. It can actively attack passing vehicles like tentacles, once entangled. Its suction cups will drain all fuel and power. Detour? That's the choice of the week. The wood attribute crystal in its core, though not high quality. It's more than enough to enhance the mech's self-repair system. Lightning War Spear charging. A trivial trick. Earth Bulwark, open. Break. Obtained crystal, intermediate. Regenerative wood fuse? Yes. A fly's leg is still meat. Activating silent stealth mode. Compared to vehicles mutating outside, animal mutations are far bloodier and more savage, because animals already have a killing instinct. And after the mechs descended, that instinct is amplified infinitely by metallized corpses. In the zoo, the original food chain hasn't disappeared, it's only become more brutal. Herbivores became heavy tanks. Carnivores became assassin mech beasts. There's a specific crystal agility core there. That's a high-tier drop that only comes from primate mutant beasts. Obsidian's defense and power are already overflowing, but agility is the weak point. I need to make this 80-ton fortress run as fast as the wind. Ah, want to play guerrilla warfare? Activate full coverage electric shock shield. Ah, killed 12 LV, 2 mech macaques. Gained plus 120 EXP. Run. That whistle commanding the attack came from over there. You hit the small ones. Now the big one comes out. Warning. Elite Monkey King detected. Intelligent type. Name. Alloy Monkey King. Intelligent camera. Combat power LV6. LV value 550. Traits. Extreme speed. Borrowing force. Commander. LV6. 1 level higher than me. And it's the intelligent type. That's a more troublesome modifier than power type. It means he understands tactics and knows how to find weaknesses. Good. Since you're all here, saves me the trouble of hunting you down. A head-on fight? That's what brutes do. This is a zoo. Less than 500 meters away is the amphibian and reptile house. There's a massive open-air crocodile pool there. And in my past life memories, in that crocodile pool, lurks a pack of iron-armored giant crocs with insane defense. They're mortal enemies with these monkeys. The monkeys stole the crocs' sunbathing territory. The crocs ate the monkeys' young. Their hatred for each other is maxed out. Come catch me. Only I know. What killing intent lurks beneath that water? They're the bane of heavy warriors, and the nightmare of these fragile monkeys. This is killing with a borrowed blade. Not the final blow. EXP is halved. But this is easy money. Since the show's over, time for the curtain call. This battle not only solved the agility gap, but also netted me a free universal skill book, combined with my heavy mech. It's a perfect match. This signal, it's a military frequency ID code. Zhang Tao's here. Even without the nuclear engine, even after being unconscious for 3 hours, this man still relied on his iron will and military background to fight his way all the way here. And judging by his posture, he's also after the high-level monsters in the zoo. I'm Major Zhang Tao, 3rd Special Ops Unit, Eastern Theater. Survivor ahead, disarm immediately. Return to vehicle form and submit to inspection. We are a rescue unit. Disarm? Major Zhang Tao. Are you still asleep? Look at this world. Order has already collapsed. Your rank and your orders. Can't even buy a pack of instant noodles now. Humph. Captain, this guy's too arrogant. Let's just blast him. He's alone. We have 6 vehicles. It's you. You're the one who stole my core at the freight station last night. What? He stole the captain's core? Damn, so he's a thief. Captain, kill him. No wonder the captain's mech is underdeveloped. So this bastard sabotaged him. Want to open fire? Go ahead and try. Zhang Tao, your Kunlun only runs on diesel now, right? Without the nuclear engine. How many seconds can your energy shield last? Your 30mm cannon might scratch my paint. But one swing of my scythe, and all your brothers here get cut in half. What exactly do you want? I don't want anything. I cleared the monsters in this area. The loot is mine. I take it and I leave. Captain, we can't let him get away with this. That's dozens of crystals. Shut up. Let him take it. This mysterious man not only stole my opportunity, but also showed combat power far beyond this stage. Who the hell is he? Why is he so adapted to the apocalypse? And why is he so strong? I feel like I'm living in his shadow. Warning, Lord Class Biosignature detected. Nuclear level reaction, LVR 7. Finally here. Everyone, battle positions. Spread out. Spread out now. This is not something their current firepower can handle. Fire. Everyone fire. Gravity field on. Can't even break its defense. Run. Stop fighting. Run. You beast. I'll fight you to the death. Tick-tock. Retreat. Everyone retreat. I'm the captain. I'll hold it off. I can't just watch my comrades get slaughtered. Drain its stamina. Probe its skills. Break through its outer rock armor. When it's used all its skills. And exhausted. Inside this Titan elephant, there's a legendary defense component called the Titan Heart. That's the key to absolute defense for a mech. Zhang Tao. Hold on, don't die too fast. Ah. Didn't you leave? Weren't you going to reap the rewards? Why save me? Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not saving you. I just thought. If you died like this elephant would still be at full health, and fighting it would be a pain. Now, you've already worn down 30% of its rock armor, drained 40% of its stamina, and given it a concussion. The timing is just right. Ah. 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 You want to test strength? Then let's see who's the true king of heavy armor. Nuclear engine. Core engine. Earth bulwark, activate. 1,000 gold drop. Maximum power. A cup of wine, ah? Warning, left arm armor damaged. Structure integrity dropped to 60%. Ah. It's over. Thunder decapitation sword. Killed LV-7 Titan elephant. A perfect overlevel kill. EXP plus 20,000. Congratulations. Level up to 0 period. Loot obtained. Core component. Titan heart. You win. Kill me, do what you want. But please spare my remaining brothers. Kill you? If I kill you, who's going to help me block those even more troublesome monsters behind? Zhang Tao, remember today's lesson. Justice can't save the world. Only power can. The leftover trash here is yours. Li Liang. Li Liang. I remember. Grow up fast, old friend. The stage of the apocalypse is too vast. Playing a one-man show alone would be lonely. Finally here. System entering deep maintenance mode. Releasing chest armor locks. Preparing for core engine replacement surgery. Okay. Old buddy. You've worked hard. With this diesel engine, he survived the harshest start and pulled off impossible kills against higher ranks. But now, it's time to retire. The apocalypse has no use for tears of a bygone era. Have a seat. This is the cornerstone of the throne. Come on, let me see. Just how strong is this so-called infinite power? Trinity. Fusion commencing. Epic tier power source detected. Energy output increased by 1000%, 2000%. Reinforcing frame structure. Assimilating Titan heart. Loading legendary traits. Live ammunition grade power source detected. Energy output increased by 1%. The difference is like heaven and earth. Reinforcing frame structure. Loading legendary traits. Evolution complete. Unit designation. Nuclear Overlord. Abyssal Titan. Level, LV9. Combat power, 1800 energy. Micro cold fusion reactor. Infinite endurance. Too cramped. From today on, I'm not just a heavy truck. I am a god. Major Zhang Tao. According to your report, this mech, codenamed Obsidian, stole the nuclear engine that was rightfully yours. Yes, it's my failure. This isn't your fault. Who could have thought that on the very first day of the disaster, someone could already evolve to this level? Tech Division just analyzed the data. The energy concentration that Mech released earlier has already exceeded the threshold of a tactical nuke. In other words, it's now a walking tactical nuclear weapon. Haha. We must control him. Power like that, unchecked, is too dangerous. I suggest we use our remaining air force to launch a saturation strike on him. Foolish. Never mind whether our fighters can even lock onto him. Even if they could you kill him? Even the Titan Mammoth couldn't withstand a single strike from him. Besides, humanity is already on the brink of extinction. Every strong fighter is a precious asset, but he robbed military supplies, and he stood by and did nothing to save people. So what? In this world now, my Mech's right. He's stronger than us. That's the reality. Zhang Tao, although you lost the nuclear engine, Kunlun is still the strongest mech the military has. The organization has decided to allocate all resources to you. You need to level up fast. Get stronger, fast. As for that obsidian, classify his file as S-level top secret. Codename Overlord. Cooperate? Would that cold-blooded man cooperate? I will catch up to him. Next time we meet, I won't lose again. Hey, this isn't a crime, it's a mistake. In my memories of the past life, the mechanical invasion on land was just the appetizer. What truly plunged humanity into despair was the ocean surge 3 days later. Countless mutated deep-sea leviathans, clad in thick warship armor, would swim upstream against the Yangtze River. That was the true era of dreadnoughts and giant guns. Mechanical blue whales the size of aircraft carriers. Mechanical octopuses firing high-pressure water cannons. And those swarms of mechanical shark torpedoes. Land mechs were like toys before them. In my past life, Sichuan City failed to hold the first wave of landings, and millions of survivors were slaughtered. But this life is different. Since there are no more opponents on land, let's go play in the sea. All the void crystals, all the equipment, all the evolution opportunities, I want them all. Requesting support. Battery 3 has fallen. They're climbing up. They're amphibious landing turtles. Their armor is too thick. Anti-tank missiles are useless. This isn't war. This is a one-sided slaughter. If the mechanical invasion on land was God's little joke, then the mutation in the ocean is Pandora's box, opened by God's own hand. Marine life already had massive bodies, catalyzed by the mechanical virus. They evolved thicker armor than land creatures, more terrifying tonnage, and far more efficient killing instincts. General, Western Defense Line firepower density has dropped to 30%. The reserves are out of ammo too. That wave of swordfish torpedo suicide attacks collapsed 2 of our coastal defense turrets. That's the very center of the line. It was the strongest gate, the sea-suppressing gate. LV-8, the terrifying numbers on the radar fill me with despair. Those 3 lobster kings. All of them are LV-8 Lord-class creatures, and humanity's current strongest force is just a special mech, small shield, that barely broke through LV-6. General, we should retreat. Retreat? Retreat where? Pass my order. Initiate the Jade Shatter plan. Activate the 12 tactical nuclear mines buried under the line. All reserve units, hold the line. Around the core bunkers for a final stand. By 5 minutes for the mines to charge. General, if we detonate, the line is gone. The sea will flood in. Half of the East Sea province will become a swamp. Better than becoming a slaughterhouse. Execute the order. I'll die here with you all. Something else is coming out of the sea. No, not from the sea. From the sky, due west. Altitude, 12,000 meters. A high energy source is detected. Diving at Mach 3.5. It's a meteorite. A missile? Or strategic support from the capital? No, all readings for this energy level are off the charts. Thermal radiation equivalent to a mini nuke. But it's a biological signal. It's alive. High concentration water type, void crystal reaction detected. Targets locked. 3 LV-8 crustacean class creatures. Tactical kinetic strike advised. The EC is livelier than I expected. System, adjust Titan field. Concentrate on leg armor. 6-wing thrusters. Overclock output to 150%. 1,000 gold drop. 1,000 gold drop, nuclear amplified version. Shatter for me. HM. Wow, what is this? Frozen solid. Heartbeat. No need to be alarmed. In our hearts. So this is an LV-8 water type void crystal? Good purity. But the seafood smell is a bit strong. I am Zhang Wei. I'll handle all the monsters here. But I don't do charity. In exchange, I'm requisitioning your docks. And all the special titanium alloy in your inventory. I'm requisitioning your docks. And all the special titanium alloy in your inventory. Underwater sonar mushrooms and high-pressure air tanks. Plus, strip the engines from your scrap tanks and armored vehicles. And the drive shafts. Pull them all off for me. Stack them at the dockyard gate. That's the deal. If you refuse, I'll stand right here and watch you die. Bastard, he's threatening us. This is robbery in broad daylight. This is a crime against humanity. Shut up. I've lived 50 years. I've seen too much of human nature. I know damn well. This man in front of me is not the type to be swayed by moral blackmail. He's no hot-blooded youth. This is a pure, extreme egoist. But also the key to hope right now. And ironically, that's exactly who's most reliable in the apocalypse. Because as long as the price is right, he's the sharpest blade you can get. Give it to him. All units, attention. That's friendly fire. Repeat. That's friendly. First Engineering Corps, go now. Open dockyard number 1, the special class dry dock. Logistics, pull out every titanium alloy reserve we have. Bring it all to him. Even if we drain our entire stockpile, we will satisfy every single demand he makes. As long as we can hold this place. Forget a pile of supplies. I'd give him my own damn life if I had to. A wise choice. Dealing with smart people sure saves the trouble. LV9, huh? Good. That kick from earlier wasn't enough to satisfy me. Since I've taken the deposit, time to do the job. Too slow. Thousand gold drop. Die. LV9 Deep Sea Ravager eliminated. Experience gained, plus 15,000. Loot acquired, flexible alloy tentacle. Rare material. Too weak. Land combat is far too unchallenging. If this octopus had fought fully submerged in water, with buoyancy and water resistance on its side, it might have given me a bit of trouble. But once this amphibious type crawls onto land, or stays in shallow water, its speed and agility drop off a cliff. It's basically a sitting duck, only in the deep sea. Under thousands of meters of crushing pressure. Do the true abyssal lords unleash their full power? That's where the prey truly worthy of my strength lies. And the top-tier resources to evolve my mech further. But my current frame, though powerful, is fundamentally a land combat type. Once fully submerged, propulsion efficiency drops 70%, and I'd face terrifying water pressure and saltwater corrosion. That's exactly why I forcibly requisitioned this dockyard. I'm doing a second full overhaul. This is more than enough. Wuxian. This is too strong. I've fought wars my whole life. It was all about firepower coverage and tactical coordination. But today, I've witnessed in a single man the complete transformation of warfare. Against godlike individual power, numbers mean nothing. General. He's coming over. Take me to the dockyard. Also, are the parts 1 mentioned ready? Sir, the first engineering corps is already dismantling them. The dockyard is also fully flooded and ready. But what? Sir, what do you need these for? These land combat engines and drive trains, for a mech of your caliber, should just be scrap metal, right? And underwater sonar and high-pressure air tanks. Are you planning to? Scrap metal? In this world, only I would turn my heavy truck into a heavy assault submarine. I'm going into the sea to wipe out their nest. I'm going into the sea to wipe out their nest. Going to sea in this age of mechanical arrival. The ocean is humanity's absolute forbidden zone. Intense magnetic field interference turns every nuclear submarine into a blind deaf mute. Terrifying mutant creatures can turn an entire carrier fleet into an all-you-can-eat buffet. And this madman actually wants to take this clearly truck-mutated mech into the sea. What? Got a problem? And no problem at all. Full cooperation. Quick, take the Lord to Dockyard 1. The few hundred water attribute crystals I've collected, plus the military special supplies, are enough to upgrade my mech to Abyss Walker form. Once underwater adaptation is complete, this ocean realm covering 70% of Earth's surface will become my private resource vault. Oh, right. Any strange signals from the sea recently? Like human signals? I remember in my past life, right around this time, a disgustingly vile faction rose in the East China Sea, codenamed Poseidon. A guy who, in the early apocalypse, was extremely rare. He awakened an entire carrier battle group, but he didn't use that power to protect civilians. Instead, he built an independent kingdom at sea. Using the carrier's radar, he lured coastal survivors out to sea, then sacrificed them as bio-batteries to sea beasts, in exchange for safe passage for himself. If the timeline hasn't changed, that bastard should be starting his fishing game right about now. Yes, actually 3 days ago, our deep-sea floats picked up a distress signal coming from international waters. The source was a Nimitz-class nuclear-powered carrier. They claimed to be the surviving Allied Pacific Fleet, requesting fuel and supplies and saying they could take survivors aboard for refuge. But our recon plane risked everything to fly over and take a look. That carrier. Its deck wasn't covered in aircraft, but tentacles. Countless waving, writhing tentacles. Ling Xiao. In my past life, this hypocrite set a trap, trying to steal one of my artifacts, and nearly got me killed. This life, since we've crossed paths, time to settle old and new scores together. Tell them, I know. Ignore that signal. That's a broadcast from the dead. And tell that Lin Xiao to clean that carrier up nice and shiny. This life, his ship is mine. General, First Engineering Corps is fully assembled. So this is the mechanical god of this generation? That structure, that power response, completely defies existing laws of materials science. How does it even move? Is its energy core a miniature sun? Lord Zhang Wei. This area is absolutely safe. Supplies are being transported. You can come out and get some air, or let the medical team check you over. No doctors needed. Send down what I asked for. Then, everyone retreat behind a yellow line. What comes next might give you nightmares. Ah. Go. What is he doing? What is that thing? A radiation source? Just watch. That's a realm we cannot comprehend. The deep sea, a forbidden zone where even light cannot reach. For every 10 meters of depth, pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. At 3,000 meters deep, every square centimeter of skin bears 300 kilograms of pressure. That's like an elephant standing on your fingernail. The current Abyss Titan has nuclear power, but it was designed for land and low-altitude combat. The armor seams, the hydraulic line seals, could never withstand that kind of crushing pressure. But more fragile than the mech is me. The human body has its limits. Even as an LV-9 awakener, his internal organs are still carbon-based biology. Once diving deeper than 2,000 meters, even the tiniest deformation in the mech would transmit shockwaves, powerful enough to turn his organs to paste. In his past life, countless arrogant experts didn't die in the jaws of sea beasts. They died underestimating nature. Water pressure crushed their cockpits, turning them into meat paste and tin cans. To conquer the deep sea, you must first conquer yourself. Not human anymore. As long as I grow stronger. What's wrong with being a monster? Oh. 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 Kneel before me. First step complete. Next is the star of the operating table. Generally, pull your engineers back. What comes next could cause collateral damage. Begin. System initiating form reconstruction protocol. Target, Voyager of the Abyss, Type 2, Annihilator. All Tier 1 permissions unlocked. Structural destruction and recombination authorized. Ah. This is nanoscale magnetic field shaping. He's using nuclear energy as a hammer, and the magnetic field as a mold. This isn't modification at all. This is divine craftsmanship. This is creation. Impressive. But this is only the beginning. To maintain mobility underwater, the humanoid form is a massive hindrance. Water resistance is 800 times that of air. Any unnecessary edge or corner causes enormous energy loss. Reforming the outer shell. In the deep sea, eyes are useless. Sound is the only light. Ah. Ah. Modification complete. Unit designation, Voyager of the Abyss. Environmental adaptation. Dual form switching between underwater and land. Maximum dive depth, 4,500 meters. Underwater cruise speed, 80 knots. Nuclear overdrive, up to 120 knots. New weapons added. Supercavitating shockwave lance. Shoulder-mounted high-pressure water cannons. Sonar decoy flares. This is the aesthetics of violence. Zhang Wei and the current Allied fleet. During this time, there will be believers. The Enterprise. The Pacific Fleet was swallowed by a tsunami on the very first day of the Mech Apocalypse. Now, all that roams the sea are ghost ships infected by the mechanical virus, or Lin Xiao. Codename, Poseidon. In his past life, this hypocrite used this so-called survivor fleet to build an extremely vast maritime slave empire in the East China Sea. He lured coastal survivors out to sea via broadcasts, calling it Ark Shelter. In reality, he used those people as feed for his aircraft carrier, already mutated into a living monster. If the timeline hasn't changed, this bastard should have just awakened recently and is busy expanding his fleet. Broadcasting in the name of the dead to fish for victims. That's very much your style, Lin Xiao. Deep sea, 2,000 meters. Edge of the continental shelf. That's exactly the route I take. To hunt the L9 Leviathan whale. I was going to let you live a few more days. Fatten you up before the kill. Since you're so eager to die, shoving your face in for a beating. Then I won't hold back. Lin Xiao's carrier isn't just a ship. It's a perfect self-repairing mobile sea base. If I can devour it, the Obsidian Mech will unlock functions that only appear in future. Interstellar warfare, floating turret nests, and drone swarms. Looks like this trip isn't just a hunt. I get to steal a big prize too. General Lee. At your command, sir. Flood the dock. But sir, there's still a violent typhoon outside, and sea beast activity is high at night. Flood the dock. I don't like waiting. And I especially don't like waiting for prey that thinks too highly of itself. Yes, sir. Flooding the dock now. Did it work? Can that mech really survive the harsh conditions of the sea? Speed, 90 knots. Still accelerating, 100 knots. My god, that's twice as fast as the fastest nuclear submarine. It's diving. Depth, 200 meters. 1,000 meters. No sign of slowing down. He's not fleeing. He's going to conquer. From today onward, the master of this sea is changing. Location, East China Sea continental slope. Depth, 800 meters. Environment, strong electromagnetic interference zone, aphotic layer, high water pressure. Unit status, Voyager of the Abyss mode. Nuclear output stable. Although external pressure has reached nearly 90 atmospheres, equivalent to 90 kilograms of pressure on every square centimeter, thanks to my biomodified body and The special deep-sea gel buffer layer. I don't feel much discomfort. Just a strange weightlessness, like being wrapped in warm water. I, I. Warning, external water pressure rising continuously. Strong magnetic field turbulence detected. Radar range reduced to 5 kilometers. Switching to active sonar mode. Activating deep sea phantom stealth field. This is the deep sea. In my past life, I was barely a strong one, but my activities were mostly on land and in shallow waters. As for true abyssal zones like this, I'd only seen them in data files, and seeing it with my own eyes is far more stunning than any file. The undersea world has completely mutated. What a perfect hunting ground. In this resource, starved apocalypse. Every crystal on land is fought over with blood. But here in the deep sea, treasures lie untouched everywhere. Speed, 120 knots. That fast. This speed already exceeds most heavy torpedoes. Count, 1,300. They're forming an encirclement. A true pack of deep-sea mad dogs. They're usually about 2 meters long, with a layer of nanoscale scales that greatly reduces water resistance. High-frequency vibrating particle blade. Trying to use me as a whetstone? In a battlefield like the deep sea, being swarmed by over 1,000 living torpedoes is no joke. Since you're here, don't bother leaving. Perfect. My mech still needs some high-strength alloy materials to reinforce its load. They're not slowing down. Distance, 300 meters. Now, shockwave burst. Kill confirmed. LV4 Lightspeed Mech Swordfish X 865. High-frequency vibrating blade, 300 kills. Micro water jet thrusters, average. Too fragile. Low-tier mechanical species that only knows how to charge. Before absolute power. Numbers mean nothing. Activating matter conversion furnace. Heave. Ends. Seabed sighting. Wait. High energy reaction detected. Surface temperature, 45 degrees Celsius. 40 degrees higher than the surrounding seawater. Internal flowing substance, unknown. High energy liquid medium. This isn't a fiber optic cable. It's a blood vessel. Human undersea cables only transmit data. Even high voltage power lines couldn't produce an energy reaction of this intensity. This is definitely not human technology. Or rather, some kind of modified human facility. I recall some rumors from my past life. In the late stages of the mech arrival, humans discovered mechanical creatures in the deep sea. They seemed to have a strict organization. They weren't just killing. They were more like building. Or feeding something. Could it be that the so-called Poseidon, Lin Xiao was not the master of these seas, but merely a watchdog? This mess is deeper than I thought. But the murkier the water, the bigger the fish. At the end of this pipe must lie something earth-shattering. Maybe a relic of a prehistoric civilization. Perhaps one of the true origins of the mech arrival. Either way, it belongs to Zhang now. What the hell is that thing? So this is your trump card, Lin Xiao? Using your own people as bait. Turning a nuclear warship into this. Half biological, half mechanical parasite. You really are an utter madman. We've been spotted. Since we've been spotted, no need to hide. A friend arrives from afar. Isn't that a joy? Lord Zhang Wei. Since you're here, why not come aboard for a drink? Don't be surprised. From the moment you stomped 3 lobster kings to death at line 01, I've had my eye on you. After all, on this wasteland, a sun as dazzling as you can't stay hidden. Our red wine here was salvaged from the ruins of a Bordeaux chateau, a true treasure. The last gasp of the old era. Would you honor us with your presence? Skip the wine. I only drink nuclear fuel. A crude guest. But I like it. Since you won't drink, let's discuss another deal. How about we split the world? Split the world? No. I prefer to take it all. Since you're here, why not come up and sit? How could a land dominator with a nuclear mech doesn't have the guts? Provocation is low class, but effective. System, record all firing point coordinates. Calculate optimal assault path. Path planning complete. Survival rate forecast, 98%. Good enough. Huh. These soldiers are wrong. They're not soldiers. They're puppets. Stripped of will. Left with only combat instinct, biological batteries. Welcome aboard, my friend. Even before the apocalypse, how many could claim to board this pinnacle of human industry? And now it has evolved. It's no longer a pile of cold scrap. It's alive. It's a perfect life form. Lord Zhang Wei. Behold this masterpiece. I fused the mechanical virus with deep-sea Leviathan genes to create this unsinkable ark. It needs no fuel. No nuclear detonations. It only needs a little fresh flesh. You call this evolution? Turning your fellow humans into these walking dead. Turning a nuclear warship into this revolting tide of parasitic filth? Lin Xiao, your taste is absolute garbage. Taste. In this age of survival of the fittest, survival is the only taste. These people were doomed to die on the shore, or become mutant beast droppings. I granted them eternal life, made them part of a greater evolution. They should thank me. Since you're here, have a drink. This is real law fight. To celebrate the meeting of 2 great powers, just say the word. Hand over the core tech of that nuclear engine, and you'll be vice commander of this fleet. We can split this ocean. Even counterattack the land, build a new empire. Don't you think that's more meaningful than being a lone wolf? This is a trap banquet. The moment I say no, or show any sign of refusal, they'll unleash 1,000 cannons. Heh, Lin Xiao, you got one thing right. Oh, you agree with the philosophy of evolution? No. I mean, we really are the same kind. Both are thieves who see something good and want to claim it. It's just that your manners are atrocious, and you talk too much. I came here for one reason only. To rob the robber. Shockwave sweep. Ungrateful piece of trash. You really think one mech can stand against my entire fleet? Ah. This was never a negotiation. This was a kill trap from the start. I never planned to let him leave alive. I want that intact. Mech chassis and the nuclear engine inside. Want to eat me? Hope your teeth are hard enough. Thousand gold drop. War stomp. This is your invincible fleet? Haha. Damn it, damn it, damn it. You want to play rough? Then I'll play to the end. Initiate Poseidon protocol. Activate flagship fusion mode. Zhang Wei, you ruined my banquet. I'll tear your bones. Out one by one. Warning. Lord class biosignature detected. Target. Poseidon. T-table class biomech. Level. L29. Threat assessment. Extreme. Finally coming out of your turtle shell? Turning a fine warship into this mess. Lin Xiao, you truly are a tasteless, garbage designer. Shut up. Too slow. What? That's a plant-type defensive skill. He actually fused different crystal attributes. Impossible. Honey, the backlash will kill you. In the common sense of this world, mechs and awakeners usually specialize in one attribute. Forcibly using multiple crystals is like pouring gasoline and water into the same tank. The result can only be a blown engine. But what he doesn't know is, I possess the omni-attribute theory, accumulated from my past life, and the nuclear engine that can suppress all energy conflicts. So in this world, I am the only omni-attribute mech pilot. Frog in a well. Let me show you what true technical superiority looks like. You. You. Your mech is too big, too clumsy, too ugly. Not done yet. Break. This is your power? This is your evolution? This is your so-called Poseidon? No, impossible. I am the chosen one. I am the future overlord of the seas. Overlord? In your next life, remember not to play with such disgusting stitched-together abominations. Rise. No, it's not me. I didn't summon him. Why is he here? Let me go? Let me go? I won't accept this. I am the chosen one. I have an aircraft carrier fleet. How can I die here? Zhang Wei, save me. Please save me. Just save me. And the carrier is yours. The crystal is yours. Anything you want, I'll give it to you. Shut up. Don't waste the oxygen. System, activating deep sea pressure resistance mode. Main reactor output locked at 80%. Reserving 20% for burst output. Closing all external communication channels. Activating passive sonar imaging. Locking onto target's weak point. LV9 peak. The strongest creature I've faced since my rebirth. A whole tier above that Titan mammoth. On land, I might stand a chance. But here, hundreds of meters deep in the ocean, this is its domain. But that's what makes it interesting. Heh. Yin Xiao. I'm borrowing your life. Since you're the master of this ship, take the hit for him. Nuclear burst shoulder throw. No. Zhang Wei. I'll haunt you even as a ghost. SBK 0. Now. Wavelength lance. Max power. Fire. The most dangerous place is the safest place. System, adhesion mode. Stick to the carrier's hull. What a glutton. Eat. Eat all you want. Once you're full, I'll get you open. I only get one chance. System, activating deep sea drilling mode. Switching lance to cutting configuration. Target, pierce the carrier's keel. Strike from above. I'll hit through the mountain. Using the carrier as cover. Drill through the hull from below. The moment Leviathan is most relaxed while feeding, I'll strike the fatal blow. Ah. Lin Zhao's a waste. But he turned this ship into a bomb. Not bad. Abyss Titan, max power output. Nuclear pulse guidance. Explode. Humph. Earth bulwark energy at 5%. Hull integrity at 40%. Warning, left arm hydraulic system failure. Main thruster damaged. Exhilarating. Beast, enjoy that meal. Now, it's my turn to dine. Ah. Warning, high energy sonic reaction detected. Skill, abyssal howl. Ultrasonic attack. Scream. Swallow it. Go. Super nuclear load, detonate. Obtained, trait module, Hive AI drone turrets. Main combat tier, 1. Can control 500 independent combat units. Provides computational support. Good stuff. Truly good stuff. With these two items, my Abyss Walker will no longer be just an oversized diver. It will become a true tyrant of the deep. System, activating field modification mode. All materials are here. First deep-sea operation begins. This feeling. Detecting familiar signature. System re. Go. Warning. High-dimensional computational unit connected. Warning. Neural load at critical threshold. 95%. 98%. Fusing core components. Hive AI. Drone turret matrix. Hive AI. Drone turret matrix. This feeling. So this is the power of the hive. Since all materials are ready, let's reforge. Still missing weapons. Too outdated. Return. Ah. Evolution complete. Unit designation, Deep Sea Tyrant, Tyrant class. Rank, Abyssal Sovereign. All underwater attributes plus 200. Hive mind. Infinite power. Tricore armament. Utilizing gravity core. Dual core overload. Releasing tactical nuclear grade attack. Finally at LV-10. This isn't just a stat boost. This is a leap in life form level. I can even hear the ocean currents flowing now. I can see the heartbeat of a deep sea fish kilometers away. This ocean is no longer an obstacle. It's my domain. So this is what it feels like to be sovereign. Not yet at my past life star class level. But on Earth, I have no natural enemies left. Ah. Ah. Warning. Unknown high-energy signal detected. Signal source identified. Non-carbon-based life forms. Ancient mechanical constructs. Extremely numerous. The reason I chose to evolve here, besides the carrier and Leviathan's corpse, is my past life's memory. Beneath the East Sea Rift lies an outpost. One of the origins of the mechanical invasion, and the Deep Sea Mech Legion's factory. I plan to deal with you later. Since you're opening the door to welcome me, I won't be polite. Good. Look. What a warm welcome gift. Drone matrix. Defense mode. Too weak. These are the so-called ancient guardians. Your systems need an update. Returning the favor. Attack mode. Death ray array. Fire. Not much experience points. These mass-produced guards are numerous, but their individual XP is less than a mutated stray dog on land. That big one not coming out. Warning, Guardian Warden detected. Designation, Abyssal Warden. Level, LV-10 Elite. Weapon, Gravity Hammer. Finally, something worth fighting. Warden. This is a prison? Perfect. I'm here to break someone out. Unauthorized intruder detected. Executing purge. Protocol. Gravity weapon. I want that. So this is the intimidation of an LV-10 Elite. If it were the previous divine source. Haha, not bad. A good whetstone. But it's over. Goodbye. Drone turret, assault mode. Fleet strike, fire. Warmth in my heart, I give to you. A little heart, I send to you. Let's run and strive together. Hey, pride lives up to that youth. La la la. Defeated, LV-10 Abyssal Warden. Gained XP, plus 12,000. Core drop obtained. Gravity Control Module, Tier 11. Obtained, Ancient Ruins Access Key X1. Impressive power. Just a bit power hungry. With this, then my Sky City plan has its foundation. I can forge interstellar-grade weapons. I recognize that in my past life, it was known as the Mother of Mechanical Calamity. Holy Empress, finally we meet. In the last life, you destroyed humanity's fleet. Countless lives were lost. But this time, it's my turn to tear your home apart. Air circulation system normal. Gravity coefficient 0.9 g. Radiation levels. Exceeding limits by 200 times. 200 times over the limit. For mechanical life forms, radiation is their lifeblood. The very nutrient they thrive on. It's too quiet here. Quiet as a colossal tomb. Is this where the mechanical invasion ends? Strange. No enemies. Not only no enemies. There are even residents on the streets. What are they doing? Erratic behavioral logic. Meaningless repetitive motions. So this is the so-called higher civilization. They look like a bunch of wind-up toys from an asylum. Something's wrong. System, initiate full spectrum jamming scan. I want to see what's inside these tin cans. Scan initiation error. Intercepted by unknown higher dimensional algorithm. Warning, warning. Unknown data stream attempting to access this unit's fire control system. Outsider, you are intriguing. Your body flows with the filthy blood of carbon-based life, yet your soul is filled with the cold order of machinery. You evolve by devouring your own kind. This behavior pattern fits The optimal solution for the purge protocol. This is an illusion. A mental intrusion. For an ordinary person, this kind of instant psychic attack would instantly fry their brain. Stop with the theatrics. Dragging me into this illusion. Is it because you're afraid? Afraid my mech will tear apart your nest? Fear. That is a primitive biological emotion. I do not possess such redundant code. I am merely assessing your worth. You possess perfect combat instincts. An astonishing evolutionary potential. Your dual-core engine is crude, but the concept is ingenious. Join me. Designation 001. Abandon that fragile, aging, decaying flesh. I will upload your consciousness to the Skynet cloud. Become a god like me. You shall attain immortality. You will become the executor of this city, commanding billions of mechanical legions. This is the ascension we will bring to this world. So this is your utopia? Turning everyone into mindless, brick-carrying robot drones? This kind of immortality. How is it different from being a battery? Sorry, I have a cleanliness obsession. I don't like others messing with my mind, and I definitely don't like being anyone's dog. Refusal is an error. Errors must be corrected. Since you refuse to be the executor, then become spare parts. Alert. Strong logic virus intrusion detected. Firewall integrity dropping to 30%. Alert. Hostile external targets surging. Count incalculable. Revival is a nation. A country. A revival of growing prosperity. You want to scrap me for parts? Let's see who scraps who. If you love me. Brave, brave, brave. Brave. Haha. So this is your trump card? The 4 heavenly kings? Pretty scary stuff, haha. Perfect, my mech is missing a few ornaments. Haha. Come on, all of you, attack together. So noisy. Abyssal grasp. Gravitational black hole. Heavy firepower. So this is what they call coordination. Too bad you miscalculated one thing. My mech isn't just a meat shield. Dual core overload. Void fold imprint. Oomph. Big guy, I'll borrow your cannon. Get me up. Get me up. Killed LV-9 light energy mech scorpion. Experience plus 45,000. Obtained high energy focusing crystal X1. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now it's just you left. Since you're a warrior. Then die by the sword. Against absolute power and combat wisdom. Numbers and coordination are jokes. Warm up over. Your direction. Ah. You want to get in? You destroyed my guard. You destroyed my city. You savage primitive. You want to see me? Then come. I'll be waiting at the core. Let's see if your steel is harder. Or my truth is harder. Truth? My fists are the truth. Something's wrong. Too quiet. Spatial folding technology? No, that's not it. If it were spatial tech, my core engine would register gravitational wave feedback. It's not targeting the eyes. It's targeting the neural link. He's directly modifying my sensory data. Brother Lei, don't be scared. Once we rip out your heart, we can trade it for 2 tickets. Test subject 001, Zhang Wei. Vital sign stable. Possesses extremely high dissection value. Recommend immediate execution of extraction surgery. So this is your method? Using my memories to construct this. Cheap psychological horror scenario. Shenhong, nice try. Is your algorithm still stuck? In last century's horror movies? Cheap. This is not a horror movie. This is the isolation of your core logic. Zhang Wei. What do you fight for? For survival? For revenge? Or for that so-called godhood? Warning. Logic plague intrusion detected. Firewall failed. Core code compromised. Self-identity deconstructing. Deleting emotional modules. Deleting memory modules. I am Zhang Wei. No, I am the fire control system of the abyssal skyvine. No, I am Zhang Wei. You think you're worthy of brainwashing me? System, shut down all life support systems. Manually open the reactor leak valve. Crimson Empress, where are you? Get out here. Since you've hidden data stores in these walls. Then I'll just tear this house down. Oomph. Found you. Open up. The anti-gravity void engine. In the final battle of my past life. I once saw from afar the human. Strongest pilot's god-class mech. The reason that mech was invincible was because it possessed a core nod of Earth's technology. The anti-gravity void engine. That was true alien technology. The seed of the mechanical invasion. And the key to opening the Stargate. It can ignore gravity. Warp space. Even rewind time. So this is where it was. I thought this trip was just for resources. I thought this was just a resource grab. I actually ran into it. This legendary god-tier equipment. If I can get my hands on it. That Li Butong. That Mecha Cobra. They're all just trash. Outsider. You broke the rules. You shouldn't have come. To protect the flame. I too must reboot. A weapon that can reduce matter directly to atomic dust. Target, that ring. Stand in my way and die. Ah, You cannot touch the oracle. Open. Nuclear jet. Reverse overload. Target, that ring. Take it. Close 1. Mine now. Warning, high-dimensional energy connection detected. Unknown interface. Cannot parse. Cannot integrate. Damn it. System error. No adapter? Crap, this is alien tech. Earth's mech interfaces can't handle an engine of this level. Forcing it in is like shoving a reactor into a bicycle. It won't move, it'll just explode. Put it down. My body is the furnace. My blood is the catalyst. Fuse. Aya. System reconstruction complete. Host life form evolution detected. Unit evolution. Demigod class void tyrant. Annihilation cannon. Keep that outdated toy, it's embarrassing. Returning it to you. So this is the power of a god. The machine that ruled these ruins for eons. The overlord, reduced to this. But I know. This isn't the end. The seabed's too crowded. Time to go up for air. And let the world see what true despair looks like. Oh. I am Zhang Wei. From today onward, the seas, the land, and the sky are mine. Ah. Aya. Eastern Defense Line. Quick. Requesting backup. Even napalm, anything. Hurry. The south gate won't hold. Those crabs are digging at the foundations. The wall's coming down. Captain, we're out of ammo. Radar shows 30,000 more ahead. I can't retreat. Behind me is the only entrance to Chuan City's underground shelter. Inside are 1,000,000 civilians. 30,000. Only 30,000? I've killed more zombies than that. Is this the end of the world? Zhang Wei, if it were you, what would you do? I have no power now. But I still have my life. Releasing safety locks. Reactor overload at 150%. Everyone, get into the shelter. Seal the gates. I'm taking these bastards to hell. It's over. Why did they stop moving? Is this some new enemy? Time and space are frozen. Is there really no hope for humanity? Zhang Tao. Haven't seen you in days. Still looking this pathetic, huh? Zhang. Zhang Wei. The rules here need changing. Kneel. High gravity field. 10x amplification. This is the power of the Void engine, fused with the Titan heart. System, activate drone cannon matrix. Mode, full map saturation. Execute. Is the car fixed? It's nearly scrap. Then get a new one. This is for me. Call it rent. This city's in a good spot. I'm requisitioning it as my ground relay station. Also, tell everyone. Anyone who wants to live, pack up now. Bring all industrial equipment, energy, and food. We're evacuating. To where? Not evacuating. We're moving. I'm building a city in the sky. A sky city. Feed her. Aya. Ah. Finally here. The Earth Dragon. In my past life, the nightmare that destroyed half the world. This time, let's see. If your atomic breath is harder, or my void engine is stronger. Abyssal Tyrant, take off. Wildfire. So this is the God tier cube. Warning. External temperature, 1000 degrees Celsius. Warning. Radiation levels exceed 5000. Interesting. Big guy, you've got a lot of energy, huh? Perfect. My new frame's missing a fusion power bank. One, two, three, four. Opening with your ultimate? Let's see if your mouth is tougher. Or my shield is. Void Lord. Phase shield. Ah, warning. Shield energy down to 70%. 60%. Terrifying output. This mech beast's energy reserve is like a star. It's using infinite energy to grind down my shield. A war of attrition with me. Too bad. You're up against the void. Space fold. La. La la. Oh oh oh. Turn your own trick. Against you. This move is called space reflection. Melee. The Abyssal Tyrant never feared a brawl. Drone cannon matrix. Weapon hardening. Flash. Break. It's over. Mythic class? Nothing special. Warning. Warning. Irreversible fusion reaction. Detected in target. Mode switch. Red Lotus mode. Warning. Radiation levels exceed 5,000%. Enemy field detected. Red Lotus domain. Any matter entering the domain will be continuously decomposed. Hey. You've got a phase 2. What? No damage. Your name, boldly written on my backpack, was the bravest thing I ever did. Your name filled my entire youth, and was my reason for rejecting everyone else. Next time we meet, we'll wear pins with each other's names. Make marriage sweeter every day, in daily life. Only encourage, don't nag. Only be cute, don't command. Only understand, don't misunderstand. Only work hard, don't complain. A husband must only protect, don't blame. Only earn, don't be shady. Only be tolerant, don't get angry. Only praise, don't disdain. Emphasize that marriage is a two-way street. Post both types of copy repeatedly to reinforce the theme and attract viewers. Damn it. He calculated my emergence gap and hit me with nuclear fire. Your name, boldly written on my backpack, was the bravest thing I ever did. Your name filled my entire youth, and was my reason for rejecting everyone else. Next time we meet, we'll wear pins with each other's names to reinforce the theme and attract viewers. Warning. Warning. Planet-destroying attack detected. Evacuate immediately. It's just nuclear loading. I can do it too. Super nuclear loading. Burn for me. It's over. Again? How can it still work? Warning. Warning. Doomsday level attack detected. Equivalent to 10,000 Davy Crockett's. Simultaneous detonation. That's insane. This beast knew it couldn't win, so it wants to take everything within 1,000 li down with it. If it self-destructs here, not just the East Sea, the entire East Asian continent will be sunk. Even Earth's ecosystem will suffer a devastating blow. Trying to die? Did you ask me? The only way now is to throw this bomb away. Void engine, maximum power output. Spatial displacement. Ah, with my blood. Down. But, worth it. Crimson Lotus core. Quality, mythic grade. Edge attribute. Possesses infinite fission fusion capability. Can serve as the power source for a planet-class weapon. With this, my Sky City will no longer be just a floating island. It will be an unbreakable war fortress. This is NORAD Command. My god, that monster is gone. This is the Euro-Asian Alliance. That Eastern mech. He killed a god. This is the capital. Highest directive. Contact the target at all costs. I will establish a new order. Zhang Tao. Pack up all of Chuanqing's supplies. Time to begin. I'm here. Brother Wei, is it over? Zhang Tao, spread the word. Everyone evacuates within 10 minutes to the core zone, within a 5-kilometer radius of the TV tower. Anyone beyond that range, you're on your own. Yes, sir. Everyone, hear this. Assemble at the Central Plaza. Move. Anyone who doesn't want to die, run. Come out. Fuse. Ah. Rise. Ah. I'm rising. This is beyond human technology. This is divine skill. Don't just stare. Foundation is set. Next is the furnishing. Matter conversion furnace, ignite. Nanite swarm, get to work. I. My heart. From today onward, this place is no longer called Chuanqing. This is the Heavenly Court. Move aside. We want to see that pilot. This city is a national asset. That mech was also modified using national resources. The nation is in crisis now. He must accept unified command from the Military Control Commission. Hand over control. We can give him a first-class merit. There are a million mouths to feed here. How do we distribute the food? How do we distribute the water? A management committee must be formed. I'm the former mayor. I have experience. We want livelihood. We want livelihood. We want human rights. Kalimba, sky blue, waiting for the rain. And I'm waiting for you. Brother Wei said without his orders. No one is allowed in. Bastard, I'll shoot you, believe me. Interesting. You're Zhang Wei. I'm from the Eastern Theater Command. I don't care who you are. I only care what value you have. Value? I have 30 years of command experience. I have. No, you don't. Your forces were annihilated. Your defense lines collapsed completely. In this apocalypse, a defeated general is worth less than scrap metal. This is dictatorship. Warlordism. You think having power means you can do anything? There are still millions of troops down there. Troops? Look clearly. Ground main forces were crushed by the tide. Regular army is scattered, holding key fortresses. Theater communications are temporarily cut. Order in scattered zones has collapsed. But humanity's national armies, their will to protect has never died. Countless soldiers still fight and bleed on the ground. But the ground war has no strength left to shelter millions of survivors. I built this heavenly court, not to sever from the nation, but to gather our people, forging an aerial refuge and a front line for counterattack, standing shoulder to shoulder with ground forces to endure this disaster. This city is humanity's hope. It has never belonged to any individual, but we don't keep freeloaders here, and no armchair generals either. Want to stay? Then you pay rent. Rent? We're penniless. Pay with what? Crystals, rare metals. Or, I've set a new law, the Heavenly Code. First, no currency here, only contribution points. Second, all awakeners must serve mandatory duty, enlisted into the Heavenly Soldier ranks, under Zhang Hao's command. Refusers can leave. Third, wartime rebellion is a crime of sabotaging humanity's defense, punished by military law. You wouldn't dare? Anyone else have objections? Good. Zhang Tao. From today onward, you are the gatekeeper of the Southern Heaven Gate. This heavenly code system, I've already installed it into the city's AI core. Go enforce it. Remember, quality over quantity. I don't want a garbage dump full of parasites. I want a blade that can pierce the stars. Yes, City Lord. Faster, faster. Death won't wait for you. If it's called the Heavenly Court, how can it lack an inescapable net? Fusing hive mind. Go. This is the Heaven's net defense system. Any object without clearance entering this airspace will be torn to shreds instantly by these 100,000 killer bees. Heh. Finally a home. Though this home is full of cold, metal, and cruel laws. But at least in this apocalypse, no one will be casually killed by mech beasts anymore. Not an alarm, it's a signal. Void energy fluctuation detected. Target confirmed. Renegade, Ember. Executing protocol, descent. Even from this distance, I can still feel that familiar, nauseating mechanical stench. That's something more terrifying than the Crimson Banshee or Reeves. The true main force of the mech legions. Can't sit still already? What are you looking at? If you've got the guts, come down here. My heavenly court is short a few foundation stones. City Lord, energy network is fully laid. Current heavenly court population, 1.03 million. Aside from essential maintenance staff, everyone else has been assigned to production lines. We're using nanite swarms to frantically expand the outer floating farms and armories. What's the situation on the ground? Bad. The beast tide was scattered by you, sir, but it hasn't disappeared. They've split into smaller groups. They've started guerrilla hunting against global survivor bases. And factions on other continents are emerging too. They seem to have grasped some ruined technology. They've established their own strongholds. Recently, our radar has been frequently detecting high-altitude reconnaissance signals. Most come from across the ocean. Expected. When you light a torch in a dark forest, besides scaring off beasts, it also attracts other hunters. But they've got one thing wrong. I'm not the prey. I'm the Lord here to collect taxes. System, initiate Heaven's Eye Protocol. Hijack all global frequencies. Broadcast via satellite TV. Even the shelter's mesh networks. I want to have a proper talk with this world. Understood. Damn it. Who the hell is jamming our frequency? General, we can't trace the signal source. They're using quantum encrypted bands. This tech is at least 50 years ahead of ours. 50 years? Are you kidding me? Could it be aliens? I am Zhang Wei. You may have heard of me. Or maybe not. Doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm up in the sky. I bet you all want to be up here. No radiation here. No beast tides. Clean water. Synthetic beef. 24/7 hot showers. Here, you can live like a human being, not like a rat. I'm in the sky. I bet you all want to come up. But I don't keep freeloaders. Heaven's Court is not a shelter. It's a barracks. A factory. The future. Want a ticket? Fine. Bring something to trade. 1. LV7 or higher high-tier mutant beast crystals. Any attribute. 2. Black boxes or data cores from prehistoric ruins. And unknown metals from meteorites. 4. Special talents. Nuclear physicists, biogeneticists, engineers, quantum mechanics experts. This is the price list. 1 LV7 crystal gets you a permanent residence permit for Heaven's Court. 1 LV8 gets you a Heavenly Soldier enhancement slot. If you can get an LV9, I'll grant you one wish. Whether it's reviving your brain-dead loved one, or giving you a mechanical body, capable of tearing through tanks, no matter who you are. Whether you are a president or a beggar, before Heaven's Court, all beings are equal. The trade begins now. Arrogant, utterly arrogant. Who does he think he is? God. Not only is he demanding strategic resources openly, he wants to poach all the world's top talent. He's ripping out the very roots of our Free Alliance. As the largest survivor faction in North America, we Free Alliance rely on several well-preserved underground military bases. We've already assembled a mecha unit called the Freedom Guardians. Though our tech is still at nuclear fission, power and exoskeleton assistance stage, it's enough to dominate a region in this apocalypse. General, what do we do? Civilians are already getting restless. They want to run east. Fine, let them see that this so-called Sky City is nothing but a floating target. Transmit my orders. Initiate Wrath of Zeus. Orbital weapons system. Bring down that Heaven's Court for me. But General, that's our last crystal card. The orbital satellites are low on fuel. Execute the order. If we don't crush his authority before the monsters eat us, he'll dismantle us first. Warning. Detecting orbital kinetic projectiles approaching. Orbital kinetic weapons. Estimated impact time, unknown. Shit, someone's attacking us. These orbital kinetic weapons can't be intercepted. A several-ton tungsten rod dropped from space, at speeds up to Mach 20. Its power rivals a small nuclear bomb, and it can't be jammed by EMP. Brother Wei, watch your head. I see them. Just a few toothpicks. At this distance, gravity is my weapon. Void gravity distortion. Missed. But it's only polite to return the favor. Since you love long-range strikes so much, let me send you a gift too. Railgun Matrix deploy. Report. Whip of God missed the target. Repeat. Target is completely unscathed. What? Alert. Detecting high-energy reaction. Right above our fortress. He appeared out of thin air. Intercept. Intercept now. Too late. That's spatial strike. Not bad aim, right? This is a warning. Next time, it won't be a table that disappears. It'll be your heads. Also, thanks for the tungsten rods. My city's foundation needed reinforcing anyway. As a token of gratitude, I've added this to your tab. Remember to pay your debts. I don't accept dollars. Only crystals. Ah. A demon. He's a demon from hell. That Easterner. He has stolen the authority of the gods. He has built the Tower of Babel, daring to challenge the Creator. Elder, what should we do? Should we launch a crusade? No. Fighting head-on is foolish. Haven't you seen how even the Free Alliance got scared shitless? Doesn't that Zhang Wei want crystals? Doesn't he want ruined tech? We'll give it to him. Not only will we give, we'll give him our best. Transmit my orders. Initiate the Trojan horse plan. I'll make him destroy himself through his own greed. Within just half an hour, over 1,000 survivor teams submitted settlement applications. Most of them were junk, but a few entries were worth noting. Applicant, Yelena. Northern Russia war zone. Contribution, an absolute zero sealed pod excavated from Siberian permafrost. Inside appears to be a dormant living prehistoric creature. Applicant, Miyamoto Takeshi. Eastern Isles wandering samurai group. Contribution, 3 demon blades forged from the spinal bones of the Orochi mech beast. Applicant, Solomon. Middle East scavenger. Contribution, a star chart that doesn't belong to Earth. Seems the secrets this world holds are more numerous than I imagined. Good, since everyone has something valuable. Don't hold back. Listen up, everyone. In 3 days, Heaven's Court will host the first universal exposition. Whether you come to survive, to trade, or to kill me, bring your treasures to the Southern Heaven Gate. I'll give you a chance. A chance to challenge a god. Win, and this city is yours. Lose, and everything you have is mine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the domain of gods. This is Heaven's Court. Please queue up for security screening. That's Zhang Wei's adjutant. Even the gatekeeper is LV7. How strong must Zhang Wei himself be? Yes. This is my ticket in. Absolute zero sealing chamber. What's locked inside isn't a void crystal. It's a living ancient species. Warning, extreme high energy life form detected. Target status, dormant. Threat level, S-class. Good. Friends from the north, please, enter. The city lord awaits you in the Lingxiao sanctum. The spine of Yamada no Orochi. This gift has some weight to it. May the Lord bless you, lost lamb. We bring the word of God, and a gift that will change humanity's fate. Open it. Inspect it. That is not possible, my child. Ah, this is Pandora's box. It can only be opened before the Supreme City Lord himself. Let them in. Enter. Since it's Pandora's box, let me see what lies within. Hope or despair. Go on in, but if you try any tricks, I promise you'll die screaming. You'll see. This truly is a grand gift. My instincts tell me. These divine leopards are dangerous. That golden box emits no energy fluctuation at all, like an ordinary stone. But that's exactly what's abnormal. In this wasteland riddled with radiation, things without radiation often hide a far greater terror. It's the natural pressure of an LV-10 mythic life form. Oh. Everyone's here. Nice haul. Looks like no one's been idle these past days. I'll skip the pleasantries. You all know the rules of Heaven's Court. Trade goods for goods. The system has already appraised what you brought. Northern Russian ancient species sealing pod. Rating S. Exchangeable for 3rd Gen exoskeleton armor production line. Cold resistance gene serum. Rating A. Exchangeable for high frequency vibration particle blade. 3 tons of special steel. High manganese steel. 10 tons. Middle Eastern star chart. Rating S+. Exchangeable for small scale fusion reactor. Oh. Production lines. These things on the surface. These on the surface are top tier resources you couldn't buy with your life. Especially the fusion reactor. That means unlimited energy. That means the rise of a base. Wait. Oh. There are only two kinds of things that can't be appraised. Either priceless treasures or garbage. Which one do you think you are? Ha. He is the judgment. For the glory of the Lord. Purge this heretic. Ha. This is our gift, Grey Ghost. These were dug from beneath the Vatican, the culprits behind the last era's destruction. They devour all metal and organic matter. Your mech, your city, your body. All of it will turn to dust. Zhang Wei, you're too arrogant. Before true forbidden technology, you're nothing but a mortal. It's over. Heaven's court is finished. This is the trump card of your Knights Templar? This is your so-called Trojan horse. How disappointing. Don't you know this frame of mind loves to eat, and was starving for high-tech junk like this? Silicon Valley. Void black hole, devour. How disappointing. Ha. So no. Impossible. Those are nanobots that can break down molecules. How could they be devoured? Break down. In my domain. I'm the only one who breaks things down. Now. Refine. Oh. A bit bitter. Too much metal content. But as an after-dinner snack, it barely passes. Why, you're a demon. I am a god. I accept your gift. As a gift in return. As a gift in return. The trade continues. Anyone else want to surprise me? The Northern Russian war zone pledges fealty to you as our lord. The Eastern Sea Ronin Band swears eternal loyalty. Yes. That thing on the moon. You saw that, didn't you? I'm getting stronger. And faster than you can imagine. Store all of this. Especially that star chart. Bring it to my lab. Also, spread the word. The Heaven's Court expansion plan begins. I want this city turned into a ship within 3 days. A starship that can fly to the moon. Oh, Zhongtai Tower. This isn't a parchment scroll. Just a disguise. This isn't a star chart. This is an evacuation route. Heaven's Court's current power source has the Crimson Lotus core. But that was designed for combat. It doesn't have the capability for interstellar jumps. Need to jump over. Depth, 11,000 kilometers. Warning, Civilization Reaper has locked onto this star system. Our project launch failed. We sank the void core into the abyss, waiting for a future awakener to restart it. Zhang Tao. Here, Brother Wei. Hold the fort. Activate maximum defense mode. Hold the fort. Activate maximum defense mode. Raise all the floating cannons. Any unknown mech beast within 500 kilometers of the base. No need to ask permission. Shoot it down immediately. I'm going to retrieve the key that belongs to humanity. Deep sea cap mushroom fusion. Target, Mariana Trench. It's right down there. and that so-called Stargate. Countless corpses. Wreckage of all kinds of mechanical sea beasts. They're like pilgrims. The deeper down, the denser the corpses, and the higher their levels. There are even several LV9 deep-sea leviathan skeletons. This feeling is even more dangerous than facing Crimson Lotus Godzilla. Who? From the moon. I knew it. You hit the small one, and the big one can't sit still. But sending just this errand boy down here. Aren't you underestimating me a bit too much? Target confirmed. Void Thief. Codename, Zhang Wei. Executor, Lunar Surveillance Station Special Envoy, Crimson Angel. In the name of the Lord. Ah, what? Matter is disappearing. The white energy carries a terrifying order attribute. It's forcibly rewriting the mech's underlying code. Block it. Repair. Not a laser. It's a photon disintegration weapon. So this is the power of a higher civilization? Good. I love stealing advanced tech I don't even understand. Void Tyrant. Phase shift. Low-dimensional attacks are useless. Since I can't dodge it, then I won't. Nanobot Swarm. Absolute defense form. My turn. Gravity will collapse. This move has enough energy to one-shot the Crimson Queen. Gravitational anomaly. Correcting. Must delete. Warning, antimatter energy reaction detected. Enough to vaporize the entire Mariana Trench. Antimatter. If antimatter detonates at this depth, the chain reaction could tear the crust apart, even detonate the planet's core. These lunatics, just to kill me, they'd blow up the whole Earth? No, that's wrong. If they wanted to destroy Earth, they'd have done it already. They care about that Stargate. They won't really blow it up. He's bluffing. Or trying to force me back. Gambling that this Mech Angel's programming has a top directive to protect the ruins. You want mutual destruction? Bring it. This punch is my life on the line. Overclock loading. Void Crimson Lotus, Star-Sealing Fist. Warning, too close to the gate. The blast will destroy the core. Calculating. Optimal solution changed. Executing defense. Shatter for me. Error. Logic error. Humans are irrational. Photon core. Quality, mythic. Attribute. Lightspeed calculation. Energy materialization. Spatial anchoring. So this is lunar technology? It's strong, indeed. But not invincible. The gate is open. So that's it. The void is the key. The Crimson Lotus is the fuel. That is. I am Li Xinghe, leader of the human resistance. The time is the eve of the new era. To those who come after, when you see this sword, it means I have already failed. The Mechfall was not a disaster. It was a selection. That thing on the moon. It seeks a civilization worthy of the stars. If you can activate this gate, do not run. Take this sword and fight your way up. We will await you at the far shore of the stars. Since our predecessors paved the way, how could I, Zhang Wei, back down? Zhang Tao, time to work. Bring the heavenly court around. We're changing maps. What else? Ah. I know. I am Zhang Wei. We are leaving Earth right now. Heading to the moon. The moon? What for? We're going to die? We just want to survive. Why are you leading us to our deaths? If you want to be a hero, go alone. Don't drag a million lives down with you. I know you're scared. Scared of the unknown void of space. Scared of the monsters hiding on the moon. Scared that once we leave, we'll never return. But let me ask you this. Is hiding on Earth truly safe? On the 10th day of the Mechfall, you saw the land swallowed by steel shells, the oceans ruled by mutated leviathans. You hid in underground shelters, listening to the roars of beasts outside, afraid to even breathe too loud. You thought hiding in this sky city would bring you peace? I'm telling you it won't. The thing on the moon is the true source of this entire Mechfall. It unleashed those man-eating monsters. It turned Earth into a living hell. It treats humanity as pen livestock, as goo worms for its selection. Today it sends the Earth dragons. Tomorrow, something even more terrifying. Today it destroys half the planet. Tomorrow, all of human civilization vanishes. You think hiding in the clouds will save you? Wrong. I'm not leading you to your deaths today. I'm leading you to kill our final enemy. I want them to know, even if we stand in hell, we'll still swing our blades at gods. This heavenly court is not just my personal ride. It's your home. The last arc of human civilization. And now it's also our sword, pointed at the enemy's heart. I won't force anyone to fight with me. Those who want to hide in the hold. Life support is reserved for you. Those who want to take up arms. The armory doors are always open. Those who want to watch us win this fight and return to Earth with honor, to live under the sun again. Then hold steady. Defend this city. This battle is not mine alone. It's for every one of us still alive, for ourselves, for our families, for our descendants. Time to settle the score with those monsters. Win, and we sever the blade hanging over humanity. Our children's children will never have to live in fear of the apocalypse. We can leave Earth, claim the entire starry sky, lose, and we die together. But even in death, we die charging forward, not cowering in a corner, waiting to be gnawed to bone, protecting the best summer for you and me. Silk black hair, flowing like water. City Lord, we'll follow you to the moon. Crush those beasts from beyond. To the moon. City Lord, we're with you. To the moon. Kill those monsters. Zhong Yuan Fong. Brother Hui, the energy reaction below the sea is too strong. If we land directly, the Heavenly Court's foundation will be torn apart. Who said we're landing? We're not here to dock. We're here to merge. Stargate, initiate transformation mode. Void engine. Full power output. Crimson Lotus core. Overload ignition. My China. All systems online. I feel myself becoming colossal. A city of 1 million people has become my organs. The massive Stargate has become my legs. The Crimson Lotus core has become my heart. So this is the complete form? Propulsion systems normal. Weapons systems ready. Defense shields fully charged. Brother Wei, the Ling Xiao is fully prepared. All million citizens in position. Life support, weapons, defense, all normal. Good. Run. Here. Hold tight. Detected, civilization boundary violation. Target, Earth civilization. Judgment, possesses void technology. Potential interstellar aggression detected. Executing protocol, extermination order. Alert, high energy strike detected. Count, unquantifiable. All lightspeed weapons. Panicking over what? Lightspeed weapons? Those are for mortals. In this domain, I know a thing or two myself. Void shield. Refraction mode. Drone cannon matrix. Interstellar edition. Deploy. Nice numbers. Perfect for a banner sacrifice. Oomph. I never fight symmetric wars. Gravity well. Star domain collapse. Ram them. Threat level raised. Main cannon genesis countdown initiated. Countdown, 10-9. You want a beam clash? Oomph. Zhang Tao. Here, all power. Including life support reserves. Cut it all. What? Brother Wei. Everyone on board will suffocate. Hold your breath for 2 minutes. No one dies. Route every ounce of energy to the bow. I'm using that move. Yes, sir. Old friend, I had you forged into a ram. For this very moment. Lend me your edge. Lend me your edge. Archangel. Fire main cannon. No. Void crystal, warp through. MM. Checkmate. I yield. We won. We punched through. The City Lord is unstoppable. That Titan warship was cleaved in two. Haha. Alert. Alert. Detecting colossal spatial distortion. Source, far side of the moon. Warning, Stargate opening. Energy level. Incalculable. Warning, enemy fleet signatures detected. Count, over 100,000. Class, stellar. We can't beat them. We won. Warning, colossal spatial distortion detected. Source, far side of the moon. Oh, so that's it. Now I understand what Li Xinghe left behind meant. Earth is just a breeding ground, and the moon is a monitor. Also a teleport beacon. Once Earth produces a civilization capable of defeating the Watcher, the Machine Empire's main force descends for total harvest. Ah, Brother Wei, detecting ultra-high energy signatures. That's an entire fleet. Over 100,000 ships. We can't win this. The people of this city, they barely survived. Are we really going to die? Ah, ah, can't win. If we can't win, then we cut off their path. Zhang Tao, initiate escape protocol. What? Take the Ling Xiao. Take this million people and charge through that Stargate. But Brother Wei, what about you? I'll close the door. That Stargate is two-way. If we don't destroy it, no matter where you flee in the universe, they will hunt you down. Only by destroying this beacon can humanity survive. Brother Hui, no? We can fight. We can. Execute the order. This is the City Lord's final command. Go. Control transferred to AI core. Ling Xiao will auto-execute escape protocol. Go. Go to a new world. Live. Show you. 2 brushes. Ink studio. Idle courtyard. Plum rain. Window tower. Mommy, I saw the City Lord. Is he taking us to build a new home? Of course. We'll never have to fear those monsters again. Machine Empire, huh? You want to harvest Earth? Ask me if I'll allow it. Ultimate art. Big Bang simulation. Huajian. Pendant. Huajian. I descend the mountain. Years flow into my embrace. Life is free and wild. Why fret over win or loss? Warning. High-energy civilization signal detected. Bearing, north, 3,000 kilometers. Signal signature. Divine race. Insect race. Didn't die, huh? Oh. Since I'm still alive. New map. Same slaughter.